So we're a little late to the game here, but better late than never. It's time to cover some Comic-Con stuff.
Today on the show.
Good morning, Scallywags. Now, this is something that we kind of teased a little bit last week, and it's going to be taken up today and Thursday's episode, where we're going to cover all of the big highlights from this year's Comic-Con, news that we learned, trailers we got, all the big stuff that we learned about and that type of thing. Today we're going to be covering the TV aspect, and then Thursday we're going to cover the movie aspect, which I'm really excited about.
Really excited about the movie stuff.
But
yes.
We got a lot to go over today, so
buckle up, hang on to something secure, put your trays in their upright position, and brace for impact. We're going to go through this as quick, but doing as much justice as we can.
Yes. So we're going to start off with just the news type stuff that we got. Now, these were from panels. I'm whistling when I breathe in. I don't know if you can hear that. I think I got it. So, news that we got, just information. This isn't no trailers or anything like that, just things that we learned about. So, things like Krypton Season 2.
Yes.
This, of course, being on Sci-Fi. We're going to pick up 4 to 5 months after the closing of Season 1, dealing with the aftermath of Brainiac and the saving of Kandor, all that type of stuff. General Zod is now in charge, so he, of course, is going to be the big bad for Season 2. Doomsday is on the loose for whatever reason.
But the big news for Krypton Season 2 is the main man,
Lobo! Making his live-action debut, unless you count that movie that was made and never released.
Yeah.
And I can never find anything on that, and apparently it was a thing.
How is that going to interact? Apparently Michael Bay is also wanting to do a Lobo movie.
Which, okay, guy loves his explosions and stuff, which that works for Lobo, but no. There could be so much better done with that, but yeah. Anyway.
Okay, switching gears real quick. We're going to talk about the Buffy reboot.
Why?
Why? Look, I don't care. You want to reboot Buffy? Why don't you just move Buffy 20 years into the future?
You do a soft reboot. It's a continuation of the story. It's Buffy's successor.
Exactly.
Now this is the part that I don't understand. Okay, Joss Whedon is back in charge of this. He's executive producer of the show. There's been no casting yet, but they do know that they want to have a black Buffy. Now this is where I go into, why can it not just be Buffy's successor? I mean, it's time has passed. From what the news that they gave us is that they're wanting to recast the entire cast. So are we getting Willow?
Are we getting a new Willow? Are we getting a new Angel? Are we getting a new... Why? Why are we doing this?
What's the point of this?
Are you going to retell all the old stories and just make it more culturally appropriate?
I mean, I get that it was a big show. It was a popular show, and sure, it's always good to to bring those into new audiences, new day. But that's where it needs to be.
Josh,
her successor. It doesn't need to be. And this is the part that I don't understand. And the big fan backlash is that they want to have a black Buffy. Now, and I don't care. I don't care what race she is. I don't care. White, black, Chinese, purple. I don't care. But give it. This is something we've mentioned before too, and it's kind of a touchy subject. But my belief on it is, give it to the right actress. Okay, regardless of what race she is, give it to the right person.
Yes.
Don't go out and specifically say, we want to have a black Buffy just for the sake of having a black Buffy.
So are we going to have an Asian Willow? Or are we going to have I
don't understand
Icelandic Angel? I don't know. Who cares?
Just give it to the right actress, regardless of what race she is. But that's where it goes into, this could easily be a successor to Buffy, and it would be just as good of a show, set in the same universe. Good story.
I do have a question.
You don't upset anybody.
I got a question though, and I'm going to interject here. It's being produced by 20th Century Fox. Mm-hmm. So if the Fox Disney deal goes through, is Buffy now a Disney princess?
She's not a princess, I guess, but yes, she is.
All right, going to Supernatural season 14. Have we had enough seasons yet?
No, we haven't. And no, originally they said that season 14 was going to be it, but they interviewed Jensen Ackles at Comic-Con, and they asked him, do you have the conversations where that are we done doing this show? And he said, of course, we have had those conversations, but this is a show that we haven't gotten bored of doing. And so that the way I'm trying to remember exactly how he put it, but basically said that that conversation has never had a finality. So season 14, not the end. Hopefully,
we'll see.
Knock on wood. But what we pretty much all we do know at this point is that if you've seen season 13, spoilers, they defeated Lucifer at the end. They killed Lucifer in the end. But Michael, the archangel, who had finally gotten out of the pit, took on Dean's body and basically broke his deal and just decided, I'm sticking around.
Yep.
Thanks for the suit, as he put
Doing
it.
my own thing.
And
going
now he's off doing his own thing. We also got the announcement for Cloak and Dagger Season 2, which kind of moves us into some trailers and things that we did get, but we're not really going to talk about too much, just going to move right past them. But Iron Fist Season 2.
I really hope, in all honesty, they do a better Iron Fist Season 2 than the first one.
I didn't care for Season 1.
Chapo loves Iron Fist. I did not like Season 1.
It had a lot of potential. I just don't feel that it really got to the point.
I thought Danny Rand was a bit whiny in Season 1.
Yeah. I want the costume.
But
yes.
it was my third favorite of the Netflix Defender series.
Okay. Yeah, I can get with that.
It was the middle of the road one, of course. Punisher and Daredevil.
Oh yeah.
It's
what we're all wanting. Marvel is bring those characters to the MCU,
which they're talking about.
There's
talk, so we'll see.
Sticking with Marvel, we got Runaways season 2.
I think it's season 2 of that
has been announced. All the villains and the superpowers and the kids and angsty teenagers and whatnot.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Orville's coming back for his season 2, which
good.
At this point right now, I liked season 1 of Orville much better than I liked Discovery.
Yeah. Which we did get Discovery.
We did get Discovery season 2.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
We also got Disenchantment. This is the new cartoon series from the makers of The Simpsons.
Matt Groening.
Matt Groening. It's pronounced Groening.
Groening.
It looks pretty good. And we also got Deadly Class, which is an Image Comics. Now this one's interesting. It's going to sci-fi, which typically means this is going to be bad. I have yet to see a good sci-fi series, but it's actually being put out by the Russo brothers.
So that leads me to believe that it may actually be somewhat of a nifty watch if the Russo brothers are involved. I mean,
in case you don't know who the Russo brothers are,
they just did a little movie called Infinity Wars.
They also did Civil War.
Yeah.
They're
doing the next Infinity War. I'm a firm believer they know what they're doing.
Yes. So we'll see how that one turns out. We got the trailer for the second half of season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, which that is a show that started off terrible but has progressively gotten better with each season, in my opinion. This season they've done some surprising things. Again, spoiler warning, but they've killed off like 2/3 of the main characters of the show. And it looks like it's pretty much going to be Morgan, from the guy who crossed over from Walking Dead. It's pretty much going to be his show now, from the looks of it. But so pretty interesting stuff there. And last but not least, we got Doctor Who season 13.
Jodie Whittaker's taking over the reins. We get a female doctor, still not a ginger though. Not a ginger. I'm really excited about this. I think it's taking the franchise in a great new direction. Shrew here doesn't like it. I'm excited to see it. I really am wishing I had BBC America so I could see the Christmas special.
I will say that the trailer for this one, maybe it just could be, I like Jodie Whittaker, but maybe that's it. But the trailer for this one actually got a couple of giggles out of me.
I think the biggest thing is they've got a new writing team taking over Doctor Who. So we're not getting the same villains.
Maybe I'll give it another
same
chance.
Monsters. We're getting all new stuff. So I think that's going to be great.
So now we get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. Moving into the trailers that we got. I think
Chapo didn't like your last statement. He's getting his.
He got his multi-tool out.
Trimming my nails.
Okay, good. But yeah, the trailers that we got that we actually can kind of discuss a little bit. First and foremost, we got trailers for all of the CW shows,
which I'm actually excited because for a couple things. One, they're bringing Cicada.
Yeah, Cicada for the Flash, which that's interesting choice.
Going to be an interesting choice. Also rumored.
No, they've changed Cicada.
Ian Bob Thong is supposed to come back as well. The Reverse Flash.
Yes. Thawne.
Whatever.
Thawne.
I think I've heard it pronounced like 4 or 5 different ways. Eobard Thawne.
But Cicada in the comics is an old guy. Kind of looks like an early version of Hugo Strange, where he was kind of mad scientist looking thing.
Yeah.
But Cicada was actually a cult that would steal the kind of like steal the souls of people that Flash had saved with these like lightning bolt shaped daggers, but now they've made him into like this masked, wheezing,
Scarecrow-ish type
creepy look.
person,
I forget who's playing him.
I don't know.
But it was a pretty big name. But I can't remember who it
Supergirl's picking up where it last left off, and she is dealing with the whole anti-alien type thing. It's getting to be very political. Quick note on that: we are getting the first transgender superhero in Supergirl, so I'm kind of excited about that. That's an inclusivity that I do appreciate and like. What else? Constantine is going to be on Legends of Tomorrow.
Chris Klein is playing Cicada.
Yeah.
Chris Klein from American Pie.
Ooh,
He was the pretty boy guy.
he liked the pie.
Not that one. No, that was
Not the other guy.
No, he was the football guy.
Oh, he was the football.
Dated the girl with the giant forehead.
He was the jock.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, we're getting Constantine on Legends of Tomorrow. I'm super excited about that. They get
Now just
they're-
put Lucifer in there.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're time hopping, battling supernatural
Lucifer
creatures.
and
so.
Constantine have surprisingly. They need to cross over.
They need to bring now
Together.
that they've got Constantine in there. I'm waiting for the Dr. Fate. This is Tana.
Well, Dr. Fate has shown up on there
Yeah.
once before in season 2.
Arrow.
But Fate's helmet
let's
is
see.
actually on the Wave Rider. But yeah, Fate should be a regular. Well, he's too powerful of a character to be a
He
regular.
is
but-
really too powerful to be a character,
Yeah.
but still, it would be fun to have. The Arrow, we're still dealing with Star City's ban on vigilantism and Oliver Queen being in jail. Quick tidbit, he said he wants to bring the classic Green Arrow suit and goatee to the TV screen. So look forward
He also wants to
seeing
cross
that.
over with Superman.
He does, which I think would be great. I mean, we've seen a Superman on Supergirl. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
We're getting Batwoman.
We are getting a Batwoman in the CW crossover. Gotham.
Who may also be getting her own show, which I'm excited
there's a
about
really
that.
good possibility she's getting her own show on the Arrowverse, which leads to believe, the Supergirl world, which is Earth 4.
That's Earth 20.
Or Earth. There's 52. There's 52 Earths
27?
in the Arrowverse, so it's one of those.
One of
but,
those, something like that.
yeah, they've often talked about Batman, so why not?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not? Castle Rock. You want to talk about Castle Rock?
Castle Rock, I am extremely looking forward to Castle Rock. Castle Rock is basically, it's a show going to Hulu, I think? I believe it's on Hulu.
It's one of those exclusive streaming services.
It is a new story.
Hulu.
It
Okay.
is a new story that takes place in the Stephen King universe and has ties to literally every Stephen King property
The
ever.
trailer is very Ready Player One-ish.
Yeah,
I will
as far
say
as
this
Easter
much.
eggs go,
just-
and that's just the trailer.
It's just the trailer.
Basically, Bill Skarsgård, who of course played Pennywise in it, just shows up, doesn't know who he is, but he shows up in this place, Castle Rock. But I mean, the trailer's got ties to Shawshank, it's got ties to Rose Red, it's got ties to Cujo,
Pet Cemetery.
Pet
was in
Cemetery. I mean,
there.
everything.
Season 1, Episode 1 is already on Hulu.
Oh,
Oh, guess what? We're binging
yeah.
tonight.
We're gonna watch that later, so we'll get back to you on
We'll
that.
get back to you on that. Star Trek Discovery. Not going to really talk about a whole lot. I know Chapo's great with it. I wasn't a big fan of Discovery, but
I haven't watched it.
But they're bringing in Captain Pike to captain the Discovery. So
There was
that's
mention of Spock in the trailer.
Yeah. So that's a really good transition.
I wasn't a fan of Discovery until Episode 3, when basically Section 31 got introduced onto the Discovery that it's
I need somebody with a CBS All Access password. Please hit me up in the comments below. I want to watch it. Clone Wars.
Clone Wars. Now this one came out of nowhere and was very exciting. Of course,
No news had been had. No one had heard
Yeah.
anything about this until Comic-Con.
Clone Wars. If you are familiar with the history here, we were midway through a season and the show was suddenly canceled when the Disney
done.
buyout went through.
Yeah.
They came out with Rebels instead. So then they released what they called
like
the
a
Lost
couple
Episodes.
episodes, like 4 or 5 of those.
Right, on Netflix that was basically just what they had finished, but there was a lot of that season that was
There is 3 episodes of Castle Rock out.
oh
So
boy.
we'll let you know next week how those turned out.
So they are releasing 12 new episodes of Clone Wars to finish up that series.
They're
I mean, it was
wrapping it
in
up.
the final series, but they never got to finish it. So now they're coming back and they're finishing it. And the trailer, short but looks
It looks really,
absolutely
really nice.
epic.
I'm really happy. I love Ahsoka. She's
Yes.
a great character.
I want Ahsoka
I would
in
love to
episode
see
9.
an episode with Ahsoka in an actual movie, but if not,
We know
Rebels
she's still
was
out
great.
there. She survived Return of the Jedi. We know this.
Real quick, here we go. DC has its own streaming service coming out,
Oh, boy.
$9 a month. And we got a
Titans.
red band trailer for Titans.
Titans, and I don't know how I feel.
I just don't like the fact that in this trailer
I
see
loved-
Dick Grayson do something he was taught not to do.
You don't know that he kills anybody, but I mean,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he killed
stabs a
somebody.
dude in the neck,
I'm pretty sure that dude is dead.
and then he drops the F-bomb, F Batman. But
Right.
which I love how he looks. I love how Hawk and Dove look.
I know,
Their
Hawk and
costumes
Dove,
are
yeah.
amazing. Everybody
At
else,
least they got those costumes right.
right?
Hey, we're not
Everybody
gonna-
else, what the hell?
I mean, Raven looks like a
Raven
little...
just looks like an emo girl.
Yeah.
Beast Boy, okay.
I can kind of get behind
we
this.
didn't get to
They
see.
got his suit right.
They got
The
his
suit's
outfit
right.
right. We didn't get to see any transformations, so we'll see
That
on
wasn't
that
in the
one.
budget yet.
Starfire
Please.
looks like she's wearing a clown wig.
Now wait a minute. There was a comic from the mid '90s where Starfire looked like that.
Oh, God, it looks
There
terrible.
was a short-lived and very stylized comic, much like.
It looks
other-
terrible.
But please, we need to look. Here's the deal: cosplayers across the country can get these characters right. You have a millions and millions of dollar budget.
No,
Why
no,
can't
I'm
you?
not saying. Okay, Starfire in the comics, obviously, we're talking orange skin, and of course she's being played by an African American actress. Now that's not my problem. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I'm talking about she's wearing like this big fluffy fur coat looking thing, and her hair looks like she's wearing a wig she bought at Party City.
Yeah.
It looks ridiculous.
All right.
Her
So
powers are UV based, so she has to have exposure to sunlight.
Yes.
it's not at all the
wear a
way.
big coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why
So-
that's why her outfit is so skimpy.
We're gonna go from the bad
Ah.
to the good. Young Justice
Now,
Outsiders.
I will say I'm interested enough in it to give it a chance. I will say that, but beyond that, I just
I don't know if
think
I'm
it
interested
looks-
enough to
I
pay
don't think it
$10
looks
a
good.
month for it.
But yes,
Young Justice Outsiders.
Season 3, 5 years after season 2. I personally cannot wait.
I loved Young Justice.
Young Justice is probably the best animated series, in my opinion.
If there's one thing DC can do right,
Post
it's
Batman
animation.
animated series, yes.
It's animation. They can't really do their movies very well, but their animation is spot
We'll
on.
get to that on Thursday, though. Young Justice Outsider looks great.
Yep.
Looks great. Picks up right shortly. Sometime. Well, we don't really get a
It's
time frame.
after Artemis's faked death.
Well, it wasn't. It did, but
And
season 2 ended. Of course, Artemis faked her death, which that was all part of their big plan to fool Black Manta and all those
And
guys.
Wally West disappeared, saving the world with
Yeah.
Flash and Impulse.
And then the last scene of season 2 was Vandal Savage on Apocalypse
Shaking
walking
hands
up,
with
shaking hands with
Darkseid.
Darkseid. And that's where it
it.
ended. We were like,
what the crap?
what?
How? You can't end a series like this.
5 years later, we finally get to pick up where
So
we left off.
hopefully they tie up some loose ends there. And we're going to wrap up our Comic-Con discussion with a little bit of here. This man is heartbroken. You can see
I'm
it
not
on
giving
his
up hope
face.
yet. I'm not giving up hope yet. But that is,
The
of
Walking
course,
Dead.
Season 9, The Walking Dead. And at the panel, Andrew Lincoln announced this will be his final season. Now, of course, the thing that I threw out there was some things that was saying maybe he's not leaving. Well, but then there was something that was said in a couple of the interviews, and even not only from Andrew Lincoln, but also from like Robert Kirkman and a couple of the other people, where just because he's leaving the show doesn't mean he's dying.
Just going away, maybe? I mean, we're not going to get...
There was something that was basically tossed out there for for Rick to return later down the road, and a very coy answer was given. So, but then again, there's also stuff that's come out saying that he will receive a certain person's death from the comic books. There's a thing that says that he's going to receive a death via a herd of walkers, which we're finally getting the Whisperers. Oh boy! Which there was they threw that out there in a very, very clever way via the trailer.
Yeah.
And hopefully we won't get in trouble for this, but I'm gonna throw in the clip right here. Now, in case you didn't catch that, that's Eugene and I think Rosita or Enid, one of the two, down in a pit covered in mud or poop or something. And, of course, you have the herd going by there, but you actually hear a walker say, "Where are they?"
Yeah.
Which is straight out of the comics.
Yep.
And it was the introduction of the Whisperers.
Yeah.
Now, this is... A lot of people love Negan. I love Negan myself. But the Whisperer arc in the comics is the best story arc that has ever come out of that comic to date. So... if there is a perfect time for your main actor to leave a show, this is it, because the story itself is strong enough. And this was also kind of the point in the comics where Rick's character stopped being the main focus, and he was just kind of there. He was
kind of a side character, yeah.
But we also don't have Carl, Carl kind of became the main character sort of going forward from there, because there was a time jump, and we do get a time jump of about a year or two even in season 9
Carl's not
here.
coming back.
Carl's gone. But so yeah, just hitting on some of the highlights there.
A lot of dog stuff to cover. I know we didn't give any specific one, probably the justice it deserved, but that's your quick wrap up.
So from TV wise, what was your biggest?
My biggest take. I'm really interested to see where they're going to take Krypton. And I'm a big fan of the CW shows. I love Flash.
I love sci-fi though.
I know.
I don't.
But I love
you
the
slap
CW
the word sci-fi
clothes,
on anything, and it just turns to crap.
I'm interested to see Supergirl, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow really.
Big fan of the Flash. Big fan of the Flash. So I'm very excited for season 4. Castle Rock obviously is a big one. I mean, that was kind of released via Comic-Con, but not really like a big Comic-Con thing.
It was a soft release.
Man, I would probably have to say, of course, Walking Dead. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. So that's one of the biggest. But as far as like something new, exciting, surprising to come out of Comic-Con TV-wise, I'm gonna have to probably say, man, either Clone Wars or Young Justice. I don't know. I'm intrigued by Titans.
I am too. I'm intrigued by Titans. I really want to see how they're going to go and how they're going to play this off.
It definitely looks like something that could go either. I don't know how I feel about the dark tone of it.
It is very.
I mean, they're going straight up rated R with this thing,
which could be interesting. Maybe that's a little kick in the pants that the WB whole the TV universe needs, but it's definitely a stark contrast to what they're doing over on the Arrowverse.
Yeah. So,
if you got a favorite, or if you've got a TV trailer that we have missed from Comic-Con that you have seen floating the interwebs, go ahead and slap a link to it in the comment below.
Yeah, make sure you guys check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Keep liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing across our YouTube channel. We want to get to 300 subscribers, so please share the gospel of the show.
And get yourself one of these.
That's a great shirt.
I know, right? I love these
The
things.
black and the blue really looks good on that.
It pops, yeah, very nicely.
But you don't have to just get black and blue. You can get a menagerie, a plethora of colors, if you will.
You can get a blue shirt with black letters, or a blue shirt with turquoise letters. Whatever you want.
Yep.
Just send us a private message right there on our Facebook, letting us know what colors, that's color of the shirt and color of the text that you would like, and also what size of shirt you would like. You can get a short sleeve for $20, get a long sleeve for $22, or go ahead and pick up one of our hoodies for only $25.
That's right. Tomorrow's our favorite day of the week, guys.
Indeed it is.
So we are waited with bated breath, and we will see you then.
Hi, my name's Travis from Springfield, Missouri, and this is your Russian clip of the day.
Выключите. Фу. И посмотрите, какими глазками она смотрит. Хорошим. Мы говори команду. Бери.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if you liked what you see, go ahead and click on our faces to go ahead and subscribe to get all of our Monday through Friday stuff.
Indeed, and here's a couple of links down below that you can follow to watch more shows like it. Tons of great content right here at Scallywag Productions. We'll see you tomorrow.